Morning folks, if you're joining me, we're on Monday morning. I think it's about the 2nd of November 2020. So I'm a bit out of breath. I've just got back from a much needed speed walk around the coast, Pembrey. It's my new regime. If you know me, or if you've seen, I've been trying to get fitter, lose a bit of timber. So I'm still getting my breath. I don't know what that looks like, but yeah. So I managed to shed 2 stone in 2 months. The target was 3 stone in 3 months, so we're still on target. It's windy out there this morning, cold and wet, and it takes your breath. So the name of the game is to eat healthier and exercise, which I wasn't doing, which I've been doing now for a while. So yes, I'm enjoying it. I'm liking the cleaner living. It does mean you have to dress like a bit of a twat. I apologise for the language, but this is the new look, if you can see that. Hopefully you can't, and hopefully you've not had your breakfast yet. I'm probably shouting because I've got music blaring out in my ears. I'm pooped. God, it was fresh. So if you've seen the news, it's pretty hard to get away from. But Wales has been in a lockdown now, or a so-called lockdown, for the last week or so. And I know England is going into theirs on Thursday, which is going to make it quite difficult for a lot of people. I know with myself, my escapism in the van is what keeps me going, or gives me the zest for days off. If you haven't got that luxury, I recommend you do. But there's many other ways you can do it. I know on my days off, I like to keep my brain active, and planning is a part of that. Because my dad once said to me, you'll never talk to yourself. No, he didn't say that. He said, you will never talk to yourself as much as you talk to yourself. No, he didn't say that either. He said, no one will ever talk to you as much as you talk to yourself. That's what he said. Sorry, I'm tired. Anyway, now I've spat that out. Yeah, no one will ever talk to you as much as you talk to yourself. In your quiet moments of the day, I always have the radio playing, because if I have a silence, that's when I start mulling over things. And certain circumstances, that's not always good. However, in other circumstances, it creates an interest, and then what I want to do, what I want to plan, and I get my head into something and I focus. And I suppose that's when I start spending money on vehicles, which is not always a good thing. Motorbikes and vans. God, I'm boiled. Right, the plan for the day is a hot shower first, and then I need to just nip to the shops, get a few bits and pieces, and then do some little sweet treats with some overnight oats and yogurt. They are, sounds very boring, they are nice. But I need some fruit now. I need some to eat something, some sugar. So an apple and a banana. No more 4 Snickers. No more 4 Kit Kats. That's 2 months ago, that. No takeaways, no beer. So I'm just leaving Pembrey now. Boys have had a good walk. It's howling a gale. It's not really very pleasant to be out. It was windy earlier on when I was exercising. It seems to be stronger now than ever. It's much gale force. Although it's still sunny. It's a typical autumnal day. The trees are just bending sideways. The odd shower in between. I've done a bit of baking. I've done the old overnight oats and yoghurt with a bit of apple and banana. Modged it all up with some honey and baked that in between my exercise earlier on. So I've had one of them. It's like eating a house brick. They're very filling. And I've me scrambled egg and beans on toast. So this is a new me. I'm going to try and stick it. So I do have fads, however, certain fads are for a reason. I'm going to go out for a wander. I'm just going to stop off at the co-op and get some more bits and pieces. I'm running a bit low. So I'm going to go out again. It's just too nice, even though it's windy. It's too nice to be indoors on a day like this. So I've got tomorrow off, and then it's back to work Wednesday, which is probably the best day of the week. Looking at the forecast, it's full sun. So, since you've seen me last, I have not really done much recording. I've been busy. I've struggled with technology. This camera, it's working but intermittently. So I've not been able to upload anything. I've been a bit disappointed by that. But for people who have messaged me, I'm back. This is episode 70. And as you'll see through this video, it's a bit of a midge-modge. I've lost some data, some video recordings that I'd made, and I'm a bit disappointed because they were quite good material. But I've also done a little bit as well. So I'll be a little bit shorter in the face, a little bit shorter in the hair, and maybe a little bit longer in the beard, and then a little bit longer in the hair. And it may look a bit confusing if it chops around, but it's within the last few weeks, if that makes a little bit of sense. So the plan was to go away for these 4 days off. I was going to go somewhere different. I just worked all week hard as usual, as I always do, and as most people do. I just needed a bit of a break, but instead it's absolutely bouncing it down, and it's just not nice, is it? So England comes out of its lockdown, I think, at the beginning of December, so I think I'm going to head back to Derbyshire, probably just the days off after that. And I've not seen my mother in 5.5 months. 5 months? Don't know, it's a while anyway. And bless her, she's on her own, and respecting the COVID, but at the same time, you know, she's lonely, isn't she? So, you know, it's hard for her. So particularly, I want to go and see her, bless her. And she's 75, and yeah, it's lonely, isn't it? At best of times for old people. She'll appreciate that comment. But everyone's in the same boat, aren't they? So it's difficult. So yeah, the next journey will be up to Derbyshire. However, what I have been doing is, like most people, is hitting the old on your phone, the thumbs, and Amazon. So if you've got an Amazon icon on your phone, which most people have, you'll find that you can just press it and buy anything you want. So when you watch YouTube, which I watch a lot of, you find that you can buy things like this. And this is a Yeti 14-ounce insulated mug. Bloody expensive mug at that. But it's like, you could kind of thing. It's proper. It's like an ashtray. It's that heavy. It's not ideal if you're trying to keep mileage down in your van, but everybody has these, all the van people. So I'm down with the van kids. I'm down with them. Well, yeah, because I bought that's for coffee. I had to buy, they did a whiskey tumbler. And how cool is that? Even though it's still got a rubber seal on it. I mean, how big a whiskey are you going to get in that? Send you little stickers as well. But yeah, it's for whiskey. It's cool, isn't it? I'm not going to tell you how much they were. Too expensive. But they were expensive, yeah. Expensive. So, yeah. And also, I bought this little collection. I watch a couple of walky, rambling kind of people, and these books have appeared. The Wild Guides. That one's the lakes and the dales. This one, Devon and Cornwall and the southwest. We're right there, my lover. And this one, my favourite, Scotland. I love Scotland and I love the Outer Hebrides. And this book gives you all the lovely little coves, the bays, the rocks, the little restaurants and shacks and eateries to go to. And it's got pictures. And if Ryan Ashton is watching this, I keep reading the little bits because I'm not a book person. As anyone who may know me, I've never read a book in my life. But I like reading these little bits. Don't get me wrong, I can read. Not that way inclined, but oh good, look at that. Why would you not want to be there? It's beautiful. Absolutely love it. So yes, that's for my next trip to Scotland. If COVID goes away, then I will venture up there with this book and discover my passion. Some beautiful things in the Outer Hebrides, very beautiful, and I'm not going to tell you too much about them because you'll all want to go. But that book is brilliant. So yeah, I bought those three, and yeah, I also bought. Now, when I had the other house, I also had one of these. When I moved, chucked it away. But this one was in my TK Maxx local, and it's Bialetti. And this man here, he looks like he's doing that, but I think he's actually doing that. Which probably shouldn't have done that, but that's what he's doing, that. And he's got a moustache. But anyway, coffee. It's a stovetop coffee maker, and I do like coffee. Oh, it smells of coffee. And I've got my AeroPress still for the van, but this is very authentic, proper coffee. And the creamer comes up through there, and it's authentic. It's lovely. Anyway, yeah, so I've been buying crap basically, but I do like it, and it's what people have in vans, and believe it or not, I can't, I can see why they do. I can't blame them. It's good tat. But oh, thought I got a scratch on my cupboard then. It's a bit sticky. I don't know what that is. Ew, and a bit dusty. Yeah, so I've not been in the van. Not been in the van much. So yes, I am 2 and a bit stone lighter. I've been exercising, I've been eating healthily, I've resisted the takeaways. The nature of my job is that you just eat 6 meals a day and you don't stop eating, and you eat when you can, and you eat convenience food, and it's just crap basically. So I've been very regimented with my diets, and I've lost 2 and a bit stone, so I'm very happy with it. I should be on an out Hebridean island somewhere. Yeah, be nice now, wouldn't it? Beautiful little cottage, or in the van, either way. Oh dear, the romance of the Outer Hebrides. It's beautiful. So fixture wise for the motorbike for next year, I'm arranging, or yeah, have arranged, pedestrians, children, noisy people, go past, shoo, vermin. I'm arranging 2 motorbike trips, so I'm hoping to get to the Outer Hebrides early on in the year on the bike. It's going to be a group of people who like-minded, so fingers crossed can get a nice route going, taking the Outer Hebrides all the way up to Lewis, and then drop back down through Stornoway. Yeah, it'll be good. And then what have I got? With Adam, who I went to Scotland with last time, he's coming on the bike ride hopefully up to Scotland, but we're going to do the Trans-European Trail, or a part of a section of it, on the smaller bikes, and that's going to be, I think, May. We sorted the dates out for that. It's only a short bit. We've got like 4 or 5 days we've requested for leave, so that'll be a hell of an experience doing it, because well, neither of us are massively experienced off-road riders. We barely just kind of dipped our toes into the surface of the big pond that is off-roading. I know Adam's had a few, or lesson from a very well-known off-roader. I just kind of find my way and then fall off a few times, kind of thing. But hopefully between now and then we'll get a bit of practicing down Salisbury, where hopefully the weather the winter weather stays reasonably mild, so fingers crossed it'll afford the opportunity to meet up and do a bit of wild camping as well. Because Adam's not the greatest of campers. I don't think he'll. Well, I think he'll probably agree with me at that. He's not the quickest at tents up and down, but he's bought a new tent, and I've bought a new tent. So we're going to travel light, and then we're going to go from point to point on the Trans-European Trail. So that's the bikes. But my main passion is the Outer Hebrides and that ride up to Lewis.